Salut tout le monde et bienvenue sur IFC Irwin's French Class. Dans cette vidéo, in this video, in just 10 minutes, we are going to learn the numbers from 1 to 20. So we will work on the pronunciation of the numbers, and then at the end we're going to do some fun activities to practice both your pronunciation and your listening skills. So let's get started. Alright, let's do it. So we're going to start with the numbers from 1 to 5. Okay? So listen carefully and focus on my mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you're going to repeat after me. Alright? So écoutez et répétez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, well done. So to facilitate the memorization, your memorization, we're going to increase the pace a little bit. Okay, so écoutez et répétez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your turn. Very well. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. À vous. Well done. Okay, so now let's do the numbers from 6 to 10 with the same method. Okay, so first I'm going to say the numbers. You listen carefully. Then after I'm going to say the number and you repeat after me, and then we increase the pace. Okay, let's do that. Écoutez. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, repeat after me now. Répétez après moi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, very good. So let's increase the pace now for the memorization still, okay? Don't forget. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your turn. Très bien. Okay, one more time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, very good. Alright, so now we're going to do the numbers between 11 and 20. And we are going to do things slightly differently. So we're going to cover first the numbers between 11 and 16, and then 17 to 20. And we are doing that because for the numbers between 11 and 16, there is a pattern. So there is this the sound at the end of each. And then after 16, they become regular. You just need to add 10 with 7, 10 with 8, and so on. Okay, so let's do it. Okay guys, first let's do the numbers from 11 to 16. So we are going to follow the same method. Listen carefully and focus on my mouth. Écoutez. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you hear the the sound at the end, so let's do it, okay? Écoutez et répétez. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so as previously, let's increase the pace, okay, for memorization. Let's do it. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Your turn. 11. Very well. Okay, let's do it again. Écoutez. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Your turn. 11. That's great. Okay, from 17 to 20, they are regular. So simply add 10 to 7, 8, 9. Okay? 17, 18, 19, 20. Ok, écoutez et répétez. 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, let's increase the pace for memorization. 17, 18, 19, 20. Your turn. One more time. 17, 18, 19, 20. Your turn. Well done, guys. Okay, so now let's do all of them all together in one go. Okay, so listen and then repeat. Okay, écoutez et répétez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Your turn. Well done, guys, very well done. There are some cool facts about the numbers in French. First, they make you work on a very specific French sound, the nasal vowels. So depending on your accent, on the French accent, there could be either 3 or 4 different nasal vowels, 2 being very close together. In my accent, I have only 3. Un, en, on. Je répète, un, en, on. And you know that you do it right when you put 2 fingers on your nose and you feel through the vibrations. So let's do it together. Un, en, on. And those sounds are very important for numbers because they are found in many of them. So for example, un, that would be the number 1, yeah? Un, 5, 15, 20. And the on sound, on, is found in 11, yes. And for the en sound, you will need to wait for my next videos on numbers. Second, they perfectly illustrate how challenging it could be for learners to apprehend French reading. So, do you need to pronounce the final consonant or not? Well, it depends. For deux and trois, you don't. But for 5, 8, 9, you do. But it doesn't stop here. What about 6 and 10? What do you hear at the end? A x sound like in English? Or a s sound rather? 6, 10. So it's quite different from the spelling, right? It's a bit weird. And what about if I add something after that, a noun after the number? For example, 6 pommes. Do you hear the s sound of the number? 6 pommes. No, so the s sound disappears if you add a noun after it. How do you think you're going to say 10 apples? 10 pommes, right? 7 is another special one. So do you hear the p sound in it? 7, 7. So you shouldn't pronounce the p, but you need to pronounce the t at the end. 7, 7. Alright guys, now that we have done the numbers from 1 to 20, let's do some quick and fun activities together. So the first one will be also very useful for your communication skills because right now you are going to learn the question for asking someone's phone number, okay? So the question is, quel est ton numéro de téléphone? So let's do that one more time and you repeat after me. Écoutez et répétez. Quel est ton numéro de téléphone? Good. So the answer always starts with c'est le. On répète? C'est le. Okay. So phone numbers in France starts either with 01, 02, 03, etc., etc., depending on the region. And here you got a map for that. Okay. And mobile phone number either start with 06 or 07. So let me give you some phone numbers. Écoutez and notez. Okay, write them down. Écoutez et notez. Okay, let's do it. First one. Quel est ton numéro de téléphone? C'est le 06 5 1 2 9 6 8 3 9. Did you pick it right? Okay, let's check the answer. Is it good? Yeah? All of them? Alright, let's do another one. Quel est ton numéro de téléphone? C'est le 0 2 9 3 8 5 7 8 2 4. What about that one? Did you get all of them? Let's check the answer. Is it correct? Very well done. Bravo, félicitations. For the second activity, I'm going to say series of 5 numbers between 1 and 20. Simply listen and write them down. Okay? Écoutez et notez. Alright, first one. 17 15 8 12 3. Did you get it right? Let's check the answer. Yeah? Okay, let's do another one. Écoutez et notez. 20 5 9 12 14. Did you get them right? All of them? Let's check the answer. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Last one. Écoutez et notez. 1 10 19 3 8. All of them right? You sure? Let's check the answer. Very well done. Bravo. Okay les amis, that's all for the numbers today. I hope that you enjoyed watching that video. If you did so, please give it un pouce vers le haut. Also add a comment if you want to share your learning experience. So how did you go with the numbers? Did you struggle learning them? Can you recite them in one go from 1 to 20? And also feel free to suggest any other aspect of the French language you want me to cover. And finally, please subscribe to watch more videos. There is another video on the numbers coming up, and also support the channel. As usual, do not forget to practice. This is very important when learning another language. So for the numbers from 1 to 20, you could work with your own phone number, okay? Don't forget the question. Quel est ton numéro de téléphone? The answer, c'est le. Okay, just go with c'est le plus your phone number, okay? And rewatch that video as much as you need to pick up the right pronunciation and work on the numbers. Au revoir les amis, ciao, à bientôt.